Hey guys, so this is the last of our mount series or S mount series. Just a nice little way to transition from a low mount or a mid mount to a high mount, sort of a hybrid S mount to finish with either an armbar or a triangle. So what do I mean, Simon? You know, when we're on mount and you're with someone who's done a fair bit of jiu-jitsu, a lot of the time they frame like this. To isolate the arms can be quite difficult because it's very easy for someone to keep them in nice and tight. So you have to try and open their arms up. So there's the typical standard way. You want an armbar, you attack with a choke. So if you're attacking with a choke, you know, might lean forward, doing Ezekiel, his arm comes up and start to armbar, or a cross choke, same thing, his arms come up, start hunting for an armbar. There's another way that's sort of slightly unorthodox. Firstly, we'll go through, if Simon starts to frame and starts to get the half guard and grab your foot, super common move, super common. So all I can do is lift this leg. So as you go for it, I lift the leg. Now, what happens when I lift this leg? They've got two options normally. They are the hip scapes, so do the hip scape first. See how Simon hip scapes? As he hip scapes, look at I lean back, posting his hand and trace my hip up under his armpit here. Now, I like to stay on top like in the other videos to finish the armbar. Just grab my collar, shin over the face, pinch tight, hips forward, and boom, armbar, finish. Really quick once again. So you're on this mid-mount, you've got your points, you're all good. Now we start, he starts to defend, he's about to grab your foot, lift that leg. Now they can hip scape, so hip scape, as he hip scapes, look, I slide my hips up and I lean back to get up my hip under that armpit. That's all I want. As long as I don't let this hand go under my leg, I'm okay. If the other leg this arm comes under it, it's fine. Shin over, boom. Finish with the triangle. Now, there's another reaction they do if you lift that, lift that leg. So you're sitting here. Now, when you're controlling the top arm, try not to telegraph it by like showing, just have your hand and cup it here. So it can't go both arms under your leg. Do the same escape, Simon, and I lift my leg. Now, instead of that, a lot of the time they pick the leg up and throw it to the side. That's okay, as long as I control this arm. So keep a bend in the arm and keep your weight on the upper arm here on the bicep. Now, typically people turn chest to chest and try and race back and get to like a north-south, and you know, it can get to a bit of a scramble. But what you can do is keep this arm bent here. Very hard for Simon to escape. Bring your legs up high, Simon. If they start to bring those legs up, just lean forward like this, feet on the floor, and back it up and put your butt right in the center of the chest here. Now, it's up to Simon what happens. If he throws me towards this way, like it's common, like they try and get you off, look what happens. His head comes off the mat. I grab my shin, push his head into my knee on the floor, triangle, super tight. Now to get the tap, if they're not tapping here, don't need to pull on the head, just twist your hips and look at the leg, and you'll get a nice little tap. So there's the triangle, or you're here, go boom, lift the leg, they throw, here. Now if he doesn't react and keeps his head on the floor, then just back it up, leg over, shin across, armbar again. So, there's a couple of different ways to play on top of mount. It's a little unorthodox, but I like to do it. So you've got the other videos too to refer to, and that's a little basic mount series video. So thanks guys, subscribe if you like, keep training, and jiu-jitsu rules.